foot 6 inches, number 11, James Ennis. At the point guard position, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 20, Markel Fultz. Starting in the other forward position, standing 6 foot 8, number 00, Aaron Gordon. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 10, Evan Fournier. Number 9 center from USC, Dan Vucevic. Once again, go Orlando Magic!
Hello and thanks for joining us in Noche la NBA, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And here's a look at some numbers for Ross.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Valentine out there with Thomas Satoransky, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markel Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Ennis in at the 3 spot. A lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the coach of the year. When you look at the criteria for you when you're voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record. That's the first thing you look at. And what has contributed to that best record. But it isn't only about that, right? You have to consider, number one, what's the roster challenges that head coach may have had to overcome? Did he have to deal with any mid-season trades? There are so many things that go into making up a great year as a basketball coach in the NBA. So many things.
Now, here's Fultz. 5 on the clock. Vucevic trying to get open, and the shot goes in from Fultz.
Well, this has to contribute to Markel Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
Satoransky with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Now, here's Valentine. He's covered closely. No good from 11 feet. On offense, here are the Magic. That's tipped. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, with that long, lanky physique, Porter is a great transition athlete.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Yeah, they put the defense on them. Aggressive, intimidating. They blocked a lot of shots in that one.
Greg, it was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
I'm a big fan of how Markkanen runs the floor. He's got tremendous mobility, and he knows how to create angles for the pass.
Now, here's Fultz. A 14-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Markkanen can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Back to Fultz. Inside, looking for Fournier, gets it there. And it's sent back by Carter. And he gets it back. And a wide open look for Porter. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Porter's got 5.
Well, shooters are necessary to win in this league, and Porter can provide that kind of floor spacing.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now, here's Fournier. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Satoransky with it, defended now by Fournier. Satoransky the pass to Carter, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Fultz. The Magic again can't hit. The Bulls leading by 5. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. I was able to talk with Coach Jim Boylan for a minute. He talked about the impact that Aaron Gordon can have, saying he's built for today's game with his mobility and strength. You've got to match his activity out there to have success. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And Orlando making a change here. Ross is checked in, and that one misses.
Well, you think into Markelle Fultz's early part of his career, he was under such scrutiny as the #1 overall pick. This guy's starting to prove how valuable he can be.
Now, here's Porter. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. And here's Valentine for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Magic trail by 3. And here's Fultz. Puts it up from 12. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Chicago Bulls. And Markkanen throws it down.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
Al Fournier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Markkanen into the lane. Yep, it counts.
Looking very mobile on his drives. Markkanen hard to stop the 7-footer when he's on attack.
Up top, Fournier. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think #1, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Kem Birch comes in for Aaron Gordon. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Fultz.
I think what we're seeing from Evan Fournier is this guy is a terrific young player who's willing to do a little bit of everything.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Chicago shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. The Magic making a switch here. Owundu's checked in. So he gets them both.
And you look at this Magic roster, so much potential.
I think, Greg, they have done a great job of drafting to the style of play they want to play. Guys who want to get after it on the defensive end. Guys who can switch and slide on the perimeter. Guys who can protect the rim. That is the backbone of this organization.
Here's Owundu. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Off target with his 3. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Out to Carter. They have space. And again, Chicago. No good. The Magic trail by 7. Carter-Williams feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Bamba. The basket good off the assist from Carter-Williams.
Well, don't let that lean frame fool you. Mo Bamba able to muscle through contact. Nice.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Carter. He can't get that one to fall. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Arcidiacono. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's White. No good with the triple. Well, Orlando shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Here's Ross. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, the drive ends, Kevin, with Terrence Ross taking a bit of a hit, but it doesn't matter. He scores anyway.
White dishes to Young. Pass to Harrison. Carter outside. 52 seconds left to play in the first. Fade away. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Arcidiacono. Back to White. Tries again. Rebound by the Magic. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Now here's Carter Williams. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Here's Ross. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bulls out front. They lead by 3. 2K Sports. Back in a moment from the Amways. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Young out there with Harrison. Then it's White, and it's Gafford in at the 5. Here's Augustine, and it's blocked. Here's Harrison. No points in the game yet for him. Lets the 3 fly, and Bamba pulls it down. The Magic trail by 5. To the middle. Here's Birch. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Boy, not nearly tough enough inside on the defensive end. They made that all too easy for him.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Young. Outside, White. Off target from outside. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Gafford passes to Young. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And the Bulls with another miss. And we've seen more face-up play at the power forward position these days, Doris. That works in favor of guys like Thaddeus Young.
Well, he is someone, Kevin, who has always thrived on quickness. His ability to drive and finish at the rim. He has developed his outside shot. This young man has paid a price to try to be more effective.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Arcidiacono kicks to Harrison. The pass to Arcidiacono. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young. Porter comes in for Harrison. And Satoransky's subbed in for Ryan Arcidiacono. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Now here's Fultz. Satoransky covering. And it's Vucevic missing. Here's the floater. White, good. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Passes to Fournier. Puts up a three. Drills it from outside. Fournier's got 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Gafford. Offensive rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Vucevic. Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Free throw good, Satoransky. Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great footwork. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive. Can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork. That tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
I love those names, and you're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. Ennis misses.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Fultz. Orlando gets it back. And it's Vucevic missing.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now here's Fultz. He has 6. Pass to Vucevic. That shot off. Chicago leading by 7. Valentine, that's for 2. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got his 4th assist in this one. Fultz with the ball. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Outside, Porter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Markelle Fultz. Well, you look at guys like Otto Porter, he just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. And Porter drops them both.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against 2 of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
chance to check out some stats for Gordon. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 11th in assists, 12th in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. Fultz kicks to Gordon. Back to Fultz. They could use a bucket. Here's Vucevic. Drops in the layup for two.
This guy, a strong rebounder who uses his frame well. Vucevic has a knack for being in the right spot.
Markkanen passes to Porter. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. No good from Ross.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Porter passes to Felicio. Vucevic with the block.
Well, the reach, the timing, Vucevic using all of that 7'4" wingspan to turn that shot away. But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Satoransky, bounce pass. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Fournier gets a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. And now it's just a 4-point Bulls lead. Now here's Satoransky. Defense right on him. Porter passes to Felicio. He dishes it to Markkanen. And Satoransky kicks to Porter. Pass to Satoransky. Over Fultz. And again, no good by Chicago.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And here is Ross. A 24-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Shot from the wing. Here's Vucevic. And no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And that's exactly what happened. Guys came off the bench ready to play. The offense didn't miss a beat.
The 10-footer finds the target. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Vucevic has got a number of moves he can go to. So comfortable this close to the cup.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. Looking at the Bulls, Kenny, what's your take?
Hey, tonight's proof. Otto Porter's at his best when he's aggressive. You want unselfishness, but this offense takes on a different look when he's scoring.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots. Gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Otto Porter really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributed?